Cartoonist Kim Hubbard applied humor to the apprehension and uncertainty that can accompany financial investments when she said, the safest way to double your money is to fold it over and put it back in your pocket. Today, in our final session of this week's Morning Momentum, we're going to briefly address two final areas within the principles of finances. One would be covering your assets, and secondly, investing your finances. Luke 14:28 reveals a very sound biblical principle concerning finances. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth down not first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Counting the cost is a principle that really applies to the modern era in the form of insurance. Insurance can be a very valuable financial investment in many of the different areas of our lives. When it comes to the determining of our insurance needs, we should do an evaluation of our assets and ensure that we have enough insurance to cover those expenses. Purchasing insurance well beyond one's assets is simply throwing money away and is unnecessary. So make sure that you revisit those needs, as over time assets can and do fluctuate. There are several important areas in our lives that we should consider when it comes to insurance. First and foremost, the greatest financial risk that we will ever incur is our health. Getting health insurance is important if possible. Second is life insurance. Help your family to be cared for and not encumbered with the load of debt that you have left behind in the event of an untimely passing. Other areas that we should consider include automobiles, homeowners insurance, disability, as well as the many other types and forms of insurance that are out there today. Finally, when we look at investing, here are a few steps that can be taken. First, begin with research. Next, identify low-risk investment. Then you can look, there are online programs that you can go to look at different simulations that show you what your investments can look like. Finally, set up online investment. Dangerous investments are not wise, nor are they godly. Dangerous investments are just about the equivalent to gambling. So this quote can apply to high-risk investments as well. There's an easy way to return from a casino with a small fortune. Go there with a large one. Remember that when investing. That said, wise investments are absolutely a good and godly thing. Following a few passages, or here I would provide a passage in support of wise investments. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verses 1 and 2. Ship your grain across the sea. After many days you may receive a return. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in either. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. That passage speaks to the wisdom of investing your finances. And so this week we have covered some very fundamental, basic financial principles, and yet I would say your peace of mind, the peace of your spirit, peace in your marriage and your home, it's paramount that we make sure that we take care and that we're good stewards of our finances, and stop waving goodbye to your money and let your money speak for you.